Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. So we have started a new series called Automate AWS with Python Boto3. So this is the day 2. So today we are taking a look into some most commonly and frequently used Amazon S3 functions. So day 2, creating and managing S3 buckets with Python. So what we'll cover in this video? We'll take a look into bucket operations, object and file operations, access control operations. First, I will tell each function what each functions does, and then I will explain code how to write these functions. So let me explain each function. Create bucket. As the name suggests, what this function does. This will create a bucket in your S3. Delete bucket. Again, the name suggests this will delete a bucket from your S3. Head bucket. What this function do is it will check whether a particular bucket is present in your S3 or not. This is very useful to check whenever a bucket is present in your S3 or not. Object file operations, upload a file. Let's say you want to upload any file from a local to cloud. You want to upload that file, you can use this function. Upload file. Download file. If you want to download the file from your cloud to local, you can use this method. And then delete object. You must understand the difference between file and object first. Let me tell that first. Whenever you are whenever a file, let's say any pdf, image, csv file present in your local pc, then we'll call it as a file. And when you upload that file to s3, that file becomes object. Why object? Because with that file, extra data called metadata will be added. This is done internally by AWS. Metadata like content of the file, when this file was uploaded, and many more such data is added in metadata. So we call any file which is present in S3 as an object. We If you want to delete any object from S3, you can use this method. And next we have access control operations. To know what permissions a bucket have, we can use this permission, this method. And then prerequisites, you must have Python, AWS CLI installed and configured, and Boto3 installed also. I have done this in day 1. You can take a look at that. So now I'll explain each function one by one. So let me grab my VS Code. So this is my code. And again, where I'm finding this all code, you can check that in this documentation. This documentation. I will add this documentation link in description. You can check this. Go to available service, search for S3, and then S3 you can find all the methods. See here, create bucket, delete bucket. Each I have taken the code from here only, and and I will be explaining each function what each function does. So let's start this. So first is bucket operations. So we are import Boto3. We are importing Boto3. We are creating a client. Again, what is client? I have explained it in previous video, but I will explain again once again. Client means in AWS we have many resource services. We are telling Boto3 specifically talk to S3. If you want to create EC2, we will client Boto3.client. We will pass here EC2. We are telling specifically talk to S3. So we are passing here S3. So we have created a client, and from client we will create a bucket. Create a bucket, will pass bucket name, and name should be unique, globally unique. And and here we are passing this location. Create bucket configuration, location constraint. If you don't pass this, by default bucket will be created in North Virginia, but I'm passing location, creating in AP South 1, and then just printing it. Let me show this how it will run. Run this operation, bucket created successfully. And again, I have told name should be global unique. If you are getting any error, try changing name and run once again. You'll be able to run that. And then go to your console and see whether object is sorry bucket is created or not. Go to S3, general purpose bucket. See, my new bucket demo YT. Here is the bucket. So bucket is created. So next we'll take a look into next function, that is check if bucket exists or not. This is very useful when you want to know, when you have n numbers of bucket in your account, you want to know specifically whether a bucket is present in your account or not. So in this method, again the client is already created. I am calling this head bucket method and passing the bucket name. I have this bucket in my account. I will be running this and I will showing you. Just let me comment on this one and then run this. Bucket exists and accessible. Let me show this also in console. See here, model sage mega iris. I have this bucket already created in my account. So the next method is bucket deletion. Again, pass call the delete bucket method and pass bucket name which you want to delete. And then just run this command. Bucket deleted successfully. Come to your console and refresh and see bucket is deleted. This is method used to delete the bucket from your S3. So let me create that once again so that I can explain the further methods. Bucket created. So next, object file operations. So go to object operations. So now let's start. Take a look at the into upload file. If you want to upload a file from local to cloud, you will be using this upload file method. Pass here the uh, location of your file, bucket where you want to upload, and then key. This key is the name of the file that will be in your cloud. I will show you what that means. Just run this. And once executed, it is taking time. Yes, once this method is executed, come to your S3 and refresh. We'll be able to say this is the key. Means whatever we pass here, that file name will be created in cloud. See, this is the file PDF you have created, passed. And then next, we'll take a look into if you want to download any file from cloud to local. Let's say you want to download this demo AI PDF from your cloud to in your local. Then you run this, pass the bucket name, which file you want to download, and the location where you want to download. Then run this. See, demo AI PDF is created. This is the method you to use to download the file. And next, we'll take into look into how to delete any object from the any bucket. If you want to delete that file, use this method. Pass the bucket name, pass the key. Object deleted successfully. Go to your console, refresh and see whether it is deleted or not. See, this is deleted. This is that easy. So next, access control operations. If you want to know any bucket what permissions do this bucket has, you can use this method to and get the permissions of the bucket. Create a client and then call a bucket, get bucket ACL and pass the bucket name, and then run this method. See, this is the grantee ID type, and let's say you want to know the who is your current user and the user name. You can run this function and get the name, user ID, account, and ARN. This is the Boto3 user, my current user. And that's it for the day 2. Today we have took a look into the most commonly and frequently used Amazon S3 methods. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And in day 3, we'll be taking a look into uh, Amazon EC2 instances and automating EC2 instance. Thanks for watching.